All right, welcome everybody. Welcome to this week's Reps call. Today it's our first call on Zoom, and I hope that all you find it better. That's the reason we are having this transformation from video to Zoom. And of course, we have here Julita and Tony. They are gonna talk a little bit about that and about what the changes means for you. But before I give the floor to Julita, I'm going to say hello to Manzan Sami, Irvin, and Constance Layer. Unfortunately, I cannot see yet the participants are in the room. So welcome if everyone else is here. People are started to open their cameras. That is fun. Welcome everyone. Kiki today is asking what is your favorite song of the day. So if you want, go ahead and add on the Etherpad your favorite song. And with that, I'm gonna give the floor to Julie. She's gonna speak a little bit about Zoom transition and what that means for the communities. Julie, the floor is yours, and afterwards I am gonna read the questions from the volunteers.
Okay, hi everyone, can you hear me? All right, so starting May 6th, we started transitioning from video to Zoom. And right now we are in a stage where we ask everybody to activate their Zoom IDs. You should have gotten an email with the details how to do that. If you missed the email, you can find us on Mana Zoom transition page where we have all the details how to get started and what steps you need to execute in order to activate your Zoom ID. The other thing that is happening this week, we are also asking people to start converting their video meetings to Zoom meetings. So Constantina converted this meeting from video to Zoom. And if you have any other meetings that used to be on video, we also ask that you start converting them in the Google Calendar to make sure that you're ready for May 31st when we deactivate video and we start executing all meetings in Zoom. And for those who are in the offices, you will start noticing that some rooms will be converted from video to Zoom. We will start with the smallest rooms. These rooms we label as kiosks, and you will see on Monday an email that gives you more details which rooms these are and how we are going to convert them. We also had many training sessions last week, and the last training session was this week. All sessions were recorded, so you'll be able to access them on our Mana page. And also we are starting to facilitate Q&A sessions, and you'll see the schedule for the Q&A sessions on our Mana page. So that's in a nutshell an update, and we can open it up for questions now.
Sorry, it takes a while to unmute. Is there any questions from the room? Otherwise, we could go to the Etherpad questions.
Okay. What will happen to the video that recorded by video before?
So what we're doing with the videos that are recorded on video, we're asking all of the hosts to actually pull those videos down by the end of the month. Those videos will live on a hard drive, which we can still access beyond that. And we're also asking any of the hosts if they would like to archive some of those on Air Mozilla, they can do that. But since what we're doing is we're basically disabling video, we're disabling the accounts. That means that they'll lose access to the video replay.
Cool. Thank you, Tony. Any other questions from the room?
I have a question. Is it possible to request for an account for community? Like, for example, in Jakarta, we have a community space. Is it possible to request one for the space, maybe?
Well, the nice thing about Zoom is that it's actually available for free, and all people that sign up actually can host meetings for up to 40 minutes. Additionally, you can join any. So, like if joining a Mozilla meeting, you can click on the link and join for as long as you want. The only limitations that you do have are 40 minutes with a free account. So anybody on here can sign in. I think most of you that have already clicked on the link have already downloaded the app because it downloads automatically, and have signed in. So the one big question we've been getting with transitioning over to Zoom is, what about the virtual rooms? So with what our Zoom environment actually allows for is for us to host 2 concurrent meetings at the same time. So for example, let's say Constantina is scheduling a meeting that she needs you guys to join in. She can schedule that and you guys can still be a part of that. And if she needs to jump to a different meeting, she can do that. Yeah.
Cool. Any other questions? Okay, I'm going to read the question that is also here. Volunteers don't have access to Mana. How can we get access to videos and the information shared by Julia?
So that's actually a really good question. What we'll do is we'll create something more for the volunteers for the outside community to, we'll curate that material. Zoom does offer a lot of support on their pages, and they actually have a really good method of documentation, so we can share those out as well. But what we'll try to do, we'll try to curate some of that for you guys, just to walk it through to make it more Mozilla-like. But again, they do have a great support page, which I'll put in on the Etherpad, how to access it.
And Constantina, do you have a page where you share information with the community?
We have wikis and we have Discourse. So we use both. Wikis more for permanent documentation. Discourse is more about the discussion out of it. Like people can have a discussion out of the information we shared. I think that wiki can be a more permanent solution where we can tell them, like, volunteers, here is like how you have Zoom. Here is the documents that we can help you with. I mean, I understand if there are any information on Mana that we cannot share with volunteers, but I think that most of them are pretty okay.
Yeah, so maybe we can create content and link it to your wiki page.
Okay. Are there any other questions to the room? In the room, sorry. No? Okay, thank you very much, Julie and Tony, for being here with us today. We're going to let you know if we have any questions coming up afterwards about the volunteers using Zoom. And if you would like to come ever again, feel free to. I am going to talk a little bit about the Become a Beta Test Bug Hunter. Now it's the event that you have seen on your emails coming yesterday. And you probably have heard before that Mozilla is building another Firefox browser for Android, and now we are asking volunteers to test it. And most importantly, we are actually asking people like you who are reps to have events about it and help us file bugs. So I added a link there about how you can RCVP. It's important that you RCVP if you haven't already, because when you're CVP, you get information on how to download the browser, the preview browser, into your phone. It's only Android for now, so the links are for Android. So apologies for the Apple users out there, but this one is just Android people. And you need to have a Google Play Store account, because if you don't have a Google Play Store account, there are some builds that you can download, but they are not getting updated automatically, which means that if we have a new nightly, you need to update it on your own. So I advise that you have a Google Play Store account if you want to participate. The backhanding has started already. I'm also going to add the link of where you can file bugs. If you find any bug, it's the usual one. You found a bug, report the bug. So that is like the bughunters issue.mozilla.community is a page created for community to actually file bugs in an easy manner and have all the fields that the engineers need in order to try us afterwards. What we are asking for you is firstly, use it, and secondly, because you are all good reps, have events in your local communities with your local folks and have bug hunting parties. Of course, there is a budget for it. If you're having a bug hunting party, you can expense up to $100. If you need more, you can always ask for more from Kiki. It depends on the country you're living in. And in that way, you can have a nice evening with your community. Are there any questions?
Hi, Kiki. Hello.
Hi.
Yeah, so my question is that if I to host an event, so I need to RSVP, right?
Yes.
Okay. For that, they're asking for the event link. So that would be the reps event.
Yes, so when you're a CVP and you want to host an event, in order for us to know what you're having an event, we are asking you to add the URL. The reason we're doing that is because we want to actually expose your event in the Bug Hunter page. So once you give us the URL, Kiki and I will add it on afterwards as the events happening around the world. In that way, other people that are entering that page can actually see that your event is happening.
Okay, so what if there are some group of people wanted to host an event on the Facebook page or Facebook event? So that can also be happen, or they need to be a reps event?
No, there is no need to get reps events, whatever works for your community. Reps events is an internal tool that we're using to better track stuff. But if you want to have it on Facebook, on Meetup, or whatever your community uses, that's totally fine. We just need the URL. And if you want to file a bug, you need to file the bug and just add that URL. Kiki knows this is a special case, so we don't need reps events. I understand that a lot of communities are using other tools, so we don't need the reps events for this case. We want to make it easy for everyone. Any other questions?
Okay, if no one has, I would like one more. That
sure,
for this,
go ahead, please.
Okay, for this, I need to have a Play Store account, or whosoever is having, they should have a Play Store account, or they should be a developer. What's the criteria for getting the detail on those things?
Can you please repeat the question, because I didn't get you.
So if I need to report or attend this event, I should have a Play Store account, a developer account, right?
No. Just a Play Store, like your regular phone account, like you have a mail that is connected to your Play Store. You like just make sure that the email you have on your Play Store account is the same email that you are subscribing on the link that is on the RCVP form. Once you click the RCVP, you will be able to get all the information. Just make sure that you're using the same email everywhere. Otherwise, like Play Store won't understand it's you and it won't let you download it. Other than that, you don't need to have anything else special. Like I don't have a developer's account. I just download it on my phone.
Thanks.
Buonasera, Bimba. Hi, Bimba. Okie dokie. I think the next one is on Irvin because he's already. Sorry, are there any other questions? Otherwise, I can go on the next one. Okie dokie. Irvin is writing down the council updates, so I will give the floor to him so he can speak a little bit about it.
Yep. First, the three new council members, Prathamesh, Yuri, and Shahid, has started working on finish the onboarding and start working on the OKRs this week. And we are planning a review team shuffling soon, and we're now working on that. And there are two things happening on the Discord. The first is that please vote for the Mozilla of April now. We had 2 candidates this month, and one from Taiwan and one from Italy, and they need your support. They need you to show your support. So read the stories on the discourse and vote for them. And the second thing is the newsletter, the REPS newsletter for May 2019 has been sent out last week. So you can also read the newsletter on your email or on Discourse. Yeah, that's all for this week.
Thank you very much, Irene. If you haven't voted already, please vote for the Mozillian of the Month. I will also send an email about it because you cannot get away from me in my emails. So expect the email coming soon. Irene is working on it. Are there any questions for Irene? No? All right. I'm going to give you back 9 minutes of your lives. Don't forget our CVP. Don't forget to, well, you already, people who are here have downloaded Zoom, but if you're watching us afterwards, download Zoom because that's a new thing and it's better than video, or at least I think so. So see you all next week, folks, and have a great day.
Bye-bye.